Hello, callers, and welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on some very interesting update, guys. In this episode, we are going to be discussing on two stories. We are going to begin with a young left back Alejandro Balde, as the Barca youngster is reportedly having offers from Bayern Munich who are interested in him and other two Premier League clubs, but renewal in Barca is very close as it stands. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, in this video, we are going to be talking about Pablo Gavi, as Barca will reportedly regulate the Wonder Kids minutes in remaining games in order to avoid a mistake they did with Pedri, that is risking him with injury. So guys, as we get right into the full story, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. The 2022-2023 campaign has been a truly memorable one for Barcelona starlet Alejandro Balde. The 19-year-old was on the periphery of the first team last term, but a good run in the preseason convinced manager Xavi Hernandez to take a punt on him. Very early in the campaign, Balde was asked to replace Jordi Alba as the starting left back for Barcelona, and the youngster has not looked back since. Fast forward to May, the La Masia graduate has played a crucial role in Barcelona's La Liga victory. In fact, he even scored and assisted a goal each in the win against Espanyol that sealed the title triumph for the Catalans. Naturally, Balde's rise has attracted the attention of several top clubs from across Europe, more so given that his contract expires in the summer of 2024. As such, Anais Mati Herrero of La Vanguardia is reported that Balde has an offer from German champions Bayern Munich, while two unnamed Premier League clubs have also sent in their proposals. It is not new for Bayern Munich to cast admiring glances towards young talents at Barcelona. They have previously tried to sign Pedri and have been credited with an interest in Ansu Fati and Gavi not very long ago either. And it seems like the Bavarians have taken a liking to Balde as well. Along with them, two clubs in the Premier League are also said to have tabled offers for the 19-year-old Alejandro Balde. However, they are said to be met with major disappointment as Balde's contract renewal at Barcelona is very, very close. Indeed, the two parties are understood to have already reached an agreement over a new deal until 2027 with a €1 billion release clause. Barcelona are only waiting for a green light from La Liga for their financial viability plan, following which they plan to announce and register Balde's new contract, along with those of Gavi, Ronald Araujo, Inaki Pena, Marcos Alonso, and Sergi Roberto. It is expected that La Liga will give its okay to the viability plan as early as today, following which the renewals and registrations should pick up pace as they are regarded as top priorities at the club. So, as things stand, Bayern and two other clubs might be interested in Balde, but there is still little or no chance that he will be leaving the club anytime soon. Definitely little or no chance. Of course, Balde have been one of the main players, one of the best players this season, and one of the most surprising packages, if you ask me personally. It started like a joke. Like when the season began, when we quite remember the first game against Rayo Vallecano at the Camp Nou, a goalless draw. Xavi did start, but Jordi Alba at the left back, and most people just saw like, okay, here we go again. Alba still to be the main left back another season, but Alba had a very bad performance that night, and I think from that time Xavi just made up his mind complete, because the next game against Sociedad, where we won 4-1, Balde started that game and played exceptionally well, and from there to now, Balde have not looked back. Balde have been doing consistent performances, and Balde have been the first choice under Xavi Hernandez, deservingly so. And of course, Barca have been very, very proud of the way this guy have played this season, and there is no surprise that Barca want to extend his contract to 2027. Of course, he's still 19 years old, and which means there's still a lot to play in his career, and Barca need to keep such talents. We know that we're a team now in transition, and it is very important to keep these young players with a lot of potential, because our future lies in their hands. So, hearing the news of Bayern Munich showing interest and two other Premier League clubs which are unknown also showing interest in Balde, of course, it's no surprise because the way he has performed this season have been outstanding, and of course, it is but normal that some top clubs around the world start showing interest. But unfortunately for those clubs, Barcelona just can't let him go. They want to extend his contract as soon as possible to keep him for a very, very long time. You know, for a long time, the left back position have been held by Jordi Alba since 2012 when he came to Barca, and I think it's a change of an era. It's a change of an era. I think Barca now seeing Balde as the first choice, a player who benches now even Marcos Alonso, who have been a top class left back in the past while playing for Chelsea as well. Balde have been benching those two veterans, which means there's a lot that he still has to play. And of course, Barcelona have already seen that left back position being a secured one because right now there's no weakness there. Balde is doing a marvelous job and his contract is soon to be extended. Then on to the final story of discussion. When Pedro walked onto the field in a Barca shirt for the first time, it became increasingly obvious that the club had found a gem that suited their style. The manner in which he caressed the ball and knocked it down around with just as if he had graduated from La Masia, except that he did not. Pedri thus did not take long to become a regular starter for Barca across all competitions. Slowly but surely, the team became dependent on him as a source of decisive passes, and he soon became regular for the Spanish national team as well. In the 2020-21 season, Pedri featured in 73 games for club and country and was the footballer who played the most number of games in all of Europe's top flight leagues. The young midfielder prodigy was handed a 2-week holiday upon his return from international duty at the Euros and the Olympics, but that could not save him from inevitable fatigue-related injury spree that followed. According to report from Mundo Deportivo, Barca don't wish to make the same mistake with Gavi. He has already played more than 50 games this season, and the club does not wish to risk a burnout. He will see more rest in the final 4 games of the campaign. The 2022 Golden Boy winner has been indispensable in Xavi's plans all season, participating in 33 games 34 La Liga games and starting 28 of them. Further, he has played most of the campaign as a false left winger instead of the midfield. Barca see Gavi to be one to lead the team for at least the next decades and have wanted to provide him with a first-team registration for a long time now. With La Liga's green light on the economic feasibility plan expected in the coming days, his renewal will be the first operation that the administration wishes to take care of. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.